Hello guys, good afternoon. Today is a great day. Today I want to focus on why visas are denied. This is one thing about visa officers. They've been in there for long. They understand the psychology of applicants. And it's not just the psychology of applicants. When you enter the visa officer's desk or office with premeditated information, as soon as that thing is changed, moods are changed, the visa officers notice that you are already rejected. Like I always tell people, visa is not rocket science. If you are qualified for a visa, you will be given a visa. Now I want to look at some reasons why visas are denied. One, incomplete information. Before you approach a visa officer, please know one thing. When you get to the embassy or the consular or the consulate, the person you meet is a visa officer. The consulate is in the office. It is the report of the visa officer that determines your result, whether yes or no. The consulate at times just oversees over all the decisions of the visa officers. So to get a visa, you must convince your visa officer. And number one thing, you must go with your complete documents. That is why I always tell people, understand the class of the visa you are applying for. Understand the type of visa you want. We will be given information on the different types of visas in this channel and their requirements. And also the possible consular question, that's the visa officers, the question the visa officers ask. The first thing, if you know the type of visa you are seeking, you will know the required information. The first thing is this. Go research the type of informations needed for your visa. If you're applying for a study visa, the number one thing is that you must have admission letter from your school, and the school should be accredited. If a school is not accredited, like we know, a lot of private universities, private institutions abroad are not accredited. If your school is not accredited, that is number one red flag. You will not get a visa. So your school must be accredited for you to be given a visa. That is number one. Number two, you must prove that you have the financial capacity to sponsor your studies. Proving financial strength, some people call it proof of fund. You must show that yes, while you are there, though you may be entitled to some kind of incentive from the school or other bodies that sponsor or assist international students, like it was in Germany then. We use a company called, there was one company called Not Fund. I will make a detailed video about Not Fund and how you can get assistance from Not Fund. So, first you must show that you have the capacity to fund your studies. Because one thing they don't want anybody to get to their country and become a nuisance. Then the second thing you must consider again, you must prove that you are actually going there to study. So that is why I advise people, apply for the course that you have history on. If your background is mathematics, apply in the line of science. And if you are changing course and if you are changing field, you should be thorough about it. You should be thorough about it. You should convince the visa officer that you are changing to this field because of what you want to achieve in the field. So you must give your future prospect about that field you are changing into. You want to study business, while in your first degree or your diplomas, you studied engineering. There must be reason why you want to study business. It's not because they gave you business, you just took it. If one thing visa officers consider, are you desperate to travel? They hate desperation. If you show that you are desperate, you will not get the visa. That is People don't get visas because they show some level of desperations. You are changing your course of study. In your first degree, you did engineering. This time, because you've looked for admission, you just want to travel. You took business administration. On the normal sense of it, will an engineer be going for biz admin if it does not have any other interior motives? But look at it. You should prove to them that yes, I'm an engineer, but there is other business part of engineering, and that is what I want to master. After that, I will come back and set up myself. You must give a convincing answers to every question asked to you. Secondly, visa officers don't have time. At times they see 100, 200 applicants in a day. So they wouldn't want to waste time at all in any questions they ask you. Be as brief as possible, but let everything that comes out of your mouth be points. Don't tell stories. And at times when people tell unexistent story, they say this, that. No way. That story you are telling, over 2,000 persons have told that story and they have it. So when you are saying the truth, they know. Don't cram anything before the front of the visa officer. As soon as you get to the presence of the visa officer, say things the way they are. Know all the requirements of your type of visa. Know all the requirements of your type of visa. And among all these things, you should know that your passport should be 6 months valid. Should have a validity of 6 months and above. Your passport should have a validity of 6 months and above. Those are the things to start with. I'll be giving more details about getting study visa. In this channel, we teach everything on how to get visa. I tell people visa is not rocket science. Before I start being an agent, I have never paid an agent to get visa for me. I have never paid any agent to get visa for me. I do my things myself, and I've always gotten my visa. So in this page, always follow us here. Follow us for all the tips. We will not hide anything, and we are coming up with a blockbuster of every information you need to get Germany visa, Australia visa, US visa, Canada visa, and UK visa, all in one bundle. Thank you.